Hi and welcome to a new video. Today we are talking all about Clue 2 of the WestKnits MCAL. I'm really excited. I have already started because once again life got in the way of this vlog. Today it's Monday. Last Thursday the clue dropped, but last Thursday my evening plans were interrupted by fun plans, and then I didn't really knit. And also I still wasn't done with Clue 1 with the new version. Watch my latest video if you don't know anything about that and you have just watched the full vlog, because I do think it's an important update. And if you follow the call, you'll know what it's going to be about. But we're moving past all that, and I'm really excited with my new beginning, and I'm really excited with Clue 2 as well. So then on Friday I went to work and I really wasn't feeling well. I'm still not feeling great. You might hear my sniffling. But I had a really sore throat and I just wasn't feeling great. But I had fun plans during the weekend, and I've been raised by if you can't go to work or go to school, then you can't do the fun things either. So I was like, I'll stick it out last day before the weekend, and then we'll manage, we'll survive. Ends up I didn't really survive. I was feeling really unwell Friday afternoon. I took a nap immediately when I got home from work. And then that evening I did a little bit of knitting on Clue 1, but not that much. And then Saturday rolled around, and on Saturday was the Breidagen, which is a yarn festival here in the Netherlands. It's, if you literally translate it, it will translate to the knitting days. And I had been planning to go there with my mom, and when I woke up I was still feeling pretty shitty. I was like, I can drag my ass into the car and go there. And we never I've been to yarn festivals with my mom more often, and we never stay full days. It's just a couple of hours. So I was like, I can do that. And my mom was driving there anyway. It was quite a drive. It was like well over 1.5 hours for us. It's over in Zwolle, and we are just south of Amsterdam. So that's well over 1.5 hour drive. But it was really fun. I was feeling like shit. But I was somehow able to move it aside, and just kind of power through, and I really enjoyed it. I met some new people there. I met some old friends like Lianne from the Old Dodo Yarns and Kylie from the Happy Kiwi shop. And it's been lovely catching up with everyone, seeing new businesses that weren't familiar to me yet, or new to me businesses. And I had loads of fun. Oh, I'll actually grab something because my this is a vlog, so it's just going about my life right now, so I can show this now. My mom actually gifted me a sweater quantity for something, so let me grab that real quick. Ooh, don't kick my bottle over. So I hadn't really heard of this maker yet. This is from Boredom Kills Design, and I got this project bag for free with it. It looks like they're from Berlin. The owner spoke English, but then she's probably German, I guess. But they had 2 Dutch people there helping, and they were all of them were really nice, and we had a little chat with them, and it was really lovely. And then I was trying to decide on what yarn to get, because we went on the Saturday. The festival was on Friday and Saturday, so we went the 2nd, which is the last day. So, you know, some of the stock had already been sold. And, you know, I really wanted the sweater's quantity because then I know for sure I will knit it. The skeins that I don't knit up are all the single skeins because I don't knit that many socks and stuff like that. But I always have sweater inspiration. So I wanted to get a sweater quantity. I ended up getting 4 skeins of a DK weight. That's my dishwasher done. I ended up getting 4 skeins of a DK weight. I will probably need 5, but she did say that I can always order the last one later. She didn't have it in stock now, but she can re-dye it. It will of course be a different dye lot, but I can just stripe that in. That would be no issue at all. So it's really exciting. I'm really, really excited about it. It is this absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, I thought I would grab all the skeins, but it doesn't want to come out of the bag. It's this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous boucle yarn. It is so soft. It is 100% merino. So I feel like a lot of boucles still have some kind of plasticky thingy in it. But this is 100% merino. And the thread, it was said, one of the people helping in the set, she's a designer and she designed with this yarn. And she said it's really enjoyable to knit with. This is the strand. I hope that will kind of focus so you can see. So the fuzzies, they stay quite close to the core thread of the yarn. So I think it would be really nice to knit with. And feeling it like this, it's so soft. You know the synthetic teddy sweaters they sell in shops. It feels like that. It's so soft. But then it's wool. It's 100% wool. I'm so excited about it. So I want to knit a basic sweater in this because I'm afraid that any kind of texture will just get lost. So just a stockinette sweater. And I am thinking I'll be knitting a zipper sweater out of this by Petite Knit. The zipper sweater light is a DK weight. So but that might just be what this becomes. That's an idea because it's a light. She also has a thicker weight. I also have this yarn that I'm actually currently using in my MCAL. And that would go perfect. The light is the sun is coming through. But I could hold the boucle as an extra strand with this yarn. And I have plenty of this, I think. Then I might not need to buy an extra skein either because the gauge is bigger. That will take up less yarn. Or less meterage of that yarn. That might just be an idea. I will look into that later. But I was really excited about it. I really wanted to share it. As I don't really share what I buy in my podcast. I just share what I'm working on. Or if I have any immediate plans. But this will definitely, after the MCAL, this will definitely get cast on. I'm really excited about it. So, MCAL time. It's in my little bee bag by Happy Kiwi Shop. And I've already started on Clue 2. I've also made some modifications in Clue 2. And I've done a mohair there. And I've done a color opportunity. I always think it's really funny how he calls these little things. I'll just show it to you and then talk about it. Look at it! Isn't it glorious? I am so excited. Of course, I'm only halfway done. I still need to do the second half, but I thought it would be fun as these bobbles are my own modification. And I have found along the way of doing these long rows of bobbles, I found some little tips and tricks. So I thought that later on, I can film how I do bubbles, and I can show you guys and show some bubble tips and tricks. So yeah, this is my clue 2. It will just be mirrored on the other side. I'm not planning anything wild on the other side, just mirroring this. And I think it's so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. Loving it. So what I did, I picked up all the stitches. Excuse me. I picked up all the stitches. And I didn't do his instructions yet. I thought I would first do one little garter ridge to be able to kind of frame that first clue. And I think I'm really happy with that. And then, so I picked it all up, then just knit back. And from that point, I started the instructions for clue 2. And from then on, the first color stripe, so color A stripe, is just the pattern instructions. Then, excuse me, I'm sorry. And then the color B stripe is not the color B I used here, but it's my original color B that I used in my original clue 1. Where's the ball? Here it is. Which is this yarn. It's lovely speckled. Really pretty. Excuse the coughing, by the way. I'm still not well. Maybe come back next week if it's not your thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the reality of life. I'll take another sip of water. So then, my first bubble row, it is this pink, but I added in a little ball of mohair, which is this one. It's a light pink one. Because for some reason, my brain was just like, fuzzy bubbles. I need fuzzy bubbles. I need fuzzy bubbles in my life. So I did that. I'll explain later on how. Also, I have all the modifications. So the whole first clue and these bubbles, I have written down how to do them in the pattern notes, project notes on my project page. So that will be linked down below, of course. I forgot to say, before the bubbles, with the color B, you're supposed to do like a purl ridge. I didn't want to bother. I just did 2 garter ridges, and the same with the color D. So I modified that too. But then you can see that the middle bubble row, I did something different. This is a Suri alpaca leftover that I have, and you can really see the fuzziness on the back too. It is so soft and fuzzy, and it fits in perfectly. It is this one. It's from King Fiber. I forgot the name of it, but it's also in my Fantastic show, and I'll do my best to link it over on Ravelry so you can find it. I have no clue if this is a color they still dye, because I bought this a couple years ago. But it's this really nice, fluffy. It's just lovely. And what I've done here is every row of bubbles, so all 3 of them, I have done 5 stitch bubbles. But the Suri gauge is quite a bit thicker, so these bubbles came out a bit bigger. And I think I'm gonna have to play yarn chicken on the other side. So what I'm thinking is seeing if I can do a 3 stitch bubble. I'm gonna try out and see how that looks. If a 3 stitch bubble in the Suri turns out the same size as a 5 stitch in this, then I'll just do that, because they are quite a bit bigger. And I also have a little trick to tell you guys about how to keep them nicely like popped out like that. because bobbles like to hide. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say so far. I love it. That's it. I just really, really love it. I think the colors look gorgeous. The suri yellow is really complementary to the yellow in my Clue 1. It's pretty similar. But there's also little bits of pink in the suri. So yeah, all over. Really happy. Really pretty. Let's get going on the second side. I will see you guys later. So I just want to see if this works to show it off. So what I do for this one, so the eyelet pattern is a repeat of 2 stitches. So you need a multiple of 2 if you're gonna do the bubbles and have them like be nice. That's what I thought at least. So I'm doing 4 stitches, but they're pretty close to each other, but you can do a lot more. So since the last one, I've just knit 3, and then I go in, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1 into the same stitch. So you have all of these in that same stitch. Then you take it off, move all of those stitches over to the left needle. I always get confused with left and right. You can do it one by one, but I like doing it all at the same time. And then you knit those 5 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you want to knit them all together. So you need to get your needle, this is a bit fiddly, into all of them. And then what usually happens when you want to knit this together is that your strand of yarn, it will fall off your needle. But I found out a pretty, like, not 100%, but I would say maybe like 80 or 90% foolproof way of doing that. If you put it on the back of this finger and you just put it back, so it's there over in the back of your work, and then you knit through all of them. You can still have it at the back there. It goes perfectly, and then you can just take your finger out, tighten it. Yeah, that's my little tip for knitting all of them together at the same time. Now you have your bobble, and what I do to make them really stand out like that is by putting the yarn in front, then moving the stitch over, putting the yarn in back, moving the stitch over again. So your yarn is now going through the hole between your bobble and that knit stitch that you've already knit. Then you're going in and knitting that stitch, and after you've done that, you can go ahead and tighten. That will kind of pull it over your needle, but that will make sure it will stay in the front. So I'll do that one more time. So that's 1 stitch knitted, 2, 3. Then it's time for the next bobble, and I'm doing knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit. Moving all of the stitches back to the left needle, knit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get your needle, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going out of frame. Your needle through all of the stitches. get your yarn, put it over your finger, hold it in the back like that, put it through, tighten a bit, and then pull the yarn in the back, knit the next stitch and tighten again, and there you go. Ta-da! Very zoomed in. I hope that was a bit clear. If not, I will film this again in daylight. It is currently dark. So yeah, I am continuing on my merry way with the second part of Clue 2. Hi guys, here I finally am with my Clue 3 update. It's finished. Also, ignore what my bangs are doing. They dried up to the back apparently. I washed them yesterday and now it's this. They're gone. So ignore that situation. But I have Clue 3 finished and it's really exciting. Or Clue 2, I'm sorry. Got too excited there. Clue 2 finished. I'm just going to show you one side because I have already started Clue 3. It is Thursday. I finished Clue 2 yesterday, but I totally forgot to film. And now I started Clue 3 and I was like, oh shit. I need to get on that. So I will show you one side. Just this. And then let's see how far I can show. I think to about there. I can show this side too, like this. Yeah, there you go. You can sort of get a full image. There. So it's big. I don't know if everyone's is this big, but it's big. But I think it's good because this yarn, it feels like it will be really warm. And with the garter stitch, I usually feel like it's warm, so it will be really nice. Yeah, I love it. And I think so far, so I've made the shawlography and then the twists and turns. And then this is my third call. And I think so far this is my favorite. With Clue 3 as well, now I know what that is like. We're good. We're really good. And then, yeah. It's not going to be a wrap. Now I've seen Clue 3. It's going to be a shawl. And I think Clue 4 is going to be some kind of border along the entire bottom. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm really, really excited. So I forgot what I've said in the past. I think I filmed a little bobble instruction. I hope the lighting is good in there. With some little tips and tricks that I use for the bobbles. And yeah, all of my modifications, including the first clue and what I did in the second clue, are up on Ravelry. The third clue I am just doing according to pattern. But I am keeping in this little pink, yellow, pink. So that's exciting. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have no clue how long it's gonna be. And this one I feel like might be a little bit shorter, but I hope to film a lot for the Clue 3 video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back when Clue 3 is done. Bye bye!